Okay, does everyone hear me? Think people hear me. I'll just get the program right now. Today, somewhat short program. It can't be really long anyway. I'll also set back the thing. I'm not really prepared, but okay, let me get this. Should get this to the left side. I'll set it back to the map, right? Yeah, today is basically that day. Done. It's gonna be MNC1. Right. Okay, so right now we'll be having, actually that should be afternoon program then, since it's already afternoon. Then next week info, then our last edition of summer holiday program until June or so. Then the real history, never again. Then we'll end our broadcast with President's message. I planned a BTV emission, but it's not gonna happen because I don't think there's a need. I think the BTV emission is gonna be on Saturday, but you're gonna see everything soon. I mean, after when we're gonna have our end of broadcast and program for Saturday. Welcome, welcome, brothers and sisters. Let me see. Stuff. What is this? Okay, 822. Okay. Okay. Welcome, brothers. This is our afternoon program. Probably last afternoon program in. Probably gonna be our last afternoon program for a while, probably. I don't know. Well, on Saturday there won't be afternoon program. There will be on a Sunday, but probably this is gonna be our last afternoon program for a while. As then we won't really actually we'll also have it on. I guess we'll have it more or less once a month, kind of. Well, here are more or less our plans. Well, in November, I think there also won't be an afternoon program, but I don't know. Look, like there might be afternoon, there might be such stuff like that, but I don't know yet. So I got my plan. First, I'll tell about my plan, school plan. So as of this moment, actually, not as of this moment, but I guess these might be my work hours, but it's not guaranteed that I'll be available in any of the days. Any of the days, simply. I could even be busy for the whole week. It doesn't matter. So Monday, I'll be from I'll be home from 1:25 p.m. more or less. On Tuesday from 3:30 p.m. On Wednesday again from 1:25 p.m. On Thursday from 2:30 p.m. and on Friday once again from 1:25 p.m. With an exception this week, as this Friday I'll be more or less home more or less on 3 p.m. Yeah, so I got a nice plan. That's basically 5 hours, 5 lessons. On Monday, 7 on Tuesday, 5 on Wednesday, 6 on Thursday, 5 on Friday. That's quite good. Although it could be balanced, but I'm okay with the plan. It could have always been worse. And yeah, it's quite good, I think. I think basically the amount of lessons didn't change, it's the same. We just don't have some subjects. Actually, there's only one religion class right now, when it was two previously. It always has been two, but they made it one. Wait, did something change, or am I? No, nothing. Nothing changed. I thought it changed maybe, but it didn't. No, actually, no. I thought it changed. Well, everything is practically the same, we could say. There's just a new religion teacher, and the previous German teacher returned to us, which is quite nice. I'm happy about these changes. I'm happy about the changes in general. I'm also happy in the change. I think you guys know what change it is. That basically XM50's SAR leaves Union of Abloxia. And I'll be honest with you. It's not like they did anything. It's not like they put any effort. And those people simply have rebelled. So it's not really a problem. We're just getting rid of the rebellions. Although some of these people are still in Union of Abloxia, and in fact, I've given out a statement about the future that they can, that those who are still in can, for example, you know, can stay on the server but not do anything. But then they won't have the citizens' rights and stuff like that. Like they in general just you get me. Like that's not a big loss, but still, yeah. Right. Yeah, there are still people that have been assigned to DGM. Basically, most of the people, basically all of these people are in the server except Relidan. I mean, it's all people from the server except Relidan, because he isn't in any of the groups now that are belonging to Union of Robloxia. But most likely he will just stay there as a member, I guess. I guess he'll just be a stateless citizen, because we might also make a. Although, yeah, like if he's stateless, then he's not a citizen. I guess he's just then on the server, because it used to be DGM server, and I post stuff on that server, so I guess yeah. I guess everything is according to plan. Theoretically, SAR is still there in Union of Robloxia. However, currently it is. Currently, the future is unknown. What will happen with it? Because basically, because as I said, some of the people are DGM citizens. So and it is 8 people, including Matt. Alright, I guess I don't have anything else to say. Well, now let's talk about, yeah, the program. So basically, as you already heard, on Saturday there will be planned stuff. Blocks Parliament meeting, and registration of birthday committee, with one difference, that there won't be Congress of RRC, there will be instead Conference of RRC. So we'll have a conference meeting. It won't be a Congress, but a conference meeting. and there we might discuss this. There we might discuss some points since one of the members reported a disagreement regarding some points. Therefore, we will talk about it to maybe have some changes. But I suppose that since also XM50 is out, and he also expressed disapproval, that means probably that there probably isn't a disagreement. I don't know though. Anyway, he can basically register yourself for the birthday committee, but most likely there will be people off from outside of birthday committee that would be marching, since probably some important people will be unable to come to birthday committee meetings. Well, I'll be honest with you. We actually only really need pilots, tankists, horse drivers, and a commander. And those who will march, and also the security guards. And those who will march, can come without, can come marching even without being in the committee. We only need. And those who will march will naturally be, behind the behind the parade. Simply, they'll be last at the parade. But the people that will march will need to be obedient, right? Because I'm not because if someone will want to march and will be a disobedient person, then I'm not letting that guy be marching. And simple. Also, the stuff that were planned for Sunday are still there. So it is all according to plan. Well, Saturday, not really, but Sunday. Actually, I'll tell about both Saturday and Sunday, although I'll probably repeat it on the next week info. That's like in 45 minutes or so. So Saturday, 6 p.m. Blocks Parliament meeting, 6:30 p.m. Conference of RRC, 7:30 p.m. registration of birthday committee, 8 p.m. No, actually, I don't need to talk about 8 p.m. because it's Blocks Bulletin, so I don't need to talk about it. Now Sunday, 5:30 p.m. Congress of Radical Camp, 6 p.m. 6 years of Lenovo Party, and here probably it will be hosted in Club Rebirth. 6:30 p.m. Largo Embargo's birthday, 7:30 p.m. Congress of RRC, 8:30 p.m. Stack meeting. And I think that will be it for my thing. Also, now let's talk about more stuff. So we're gonna have a BDV emission on Saturday. We're gonna start at 4:10 p.m. Now at 4:15 p.m. we're gonna have Secretary General's message. 4:30 p.m. journal. 4:45 p.m. journal in Polish. 5 p.m. alternative. It's gonna be 19th episode of alternative. And 5:30 p.m. new program Parties Doctrine episode Origins. This is gonna be divided into episodes. We're basically gonna explain the doctrine of 3rd October Brigade. I think that's it, right? Yeah, and then that registration will decide about when we'll do meetings. And yeah, guys, I think Lenovo Party will be officially closed to only be open for those who are, who are in the committee, simply. And we'll reopen, I guess, on Muho's birthday. And that could be, I guess that's gonna be 14th. I guess 14th November is when we'll reopen Lenovo Party. And two birthdays, aka of Largo Embargo and Alex, will be hosted in Club Rebirth. I know it might be a bit of a discrimination, but there will be the same stuff on Club Rebirth as there are in Lenovo Party. Maybe there'll be just a bit less of that stuff and will be kind of a worse quality, but it can be done. Will need to be done there. Because there's no other place in which we could do the birthdays. No, there isn't really one. There isn't really one. Right. Did I hide my phone though? I don't know. Anyway, guys. Yes, as I said, basically Lenovo Party is being closed until 14th November. This is basically when we're gonna have our grand reveal. We're gonna have our grand reveal of, yeah, grand reveal of how Lenovo Party looks, how Lenovo Party will be like for the, how was it, for my birthday. For my birthday party will be a great birthday party. I'm very sure everyone that is my friend will be invited. Everyone in general is invited. Those who are allowed to, of course, just to be sure, just to make you sure that, you know, only the people that are allowed. There are a few people which are not allowed. I won't mention their names, but they're not allowed. And most importantly, I don't allow spies. I don't allow exploiters. And I, in general, don't allow bad people. And there'll be very strict rules. Very strict rules. For example, for back shots, there will be a ban for the whole birthday party. With no second chance. No second chance, guys. No second chance. And in worst scenario, it could be banned for a few months from Union of Robloxia. Whole Union of Robloxia. Not just the Great Mill Talent. The whole Union of Robloxia. So that people understand and that people abide by the rules. There will be very strict rules, but that's to ensure that there will be security and safety. Actually, they both kind of mean the same thing, but still. Simply, there will be fun, of course. There will be a great party, but it will be strict because this is going to be a mass event. This is not going to be our ordinary event like it was yesterday. It was summer Thanksgiving and 4 people came. We did some stuff and thank you very much. No, it is going to be a very strict event. There's going to be a lot of people. Look, even if there will be like 10 people, then that's still a lot. That is still more than usual. Well, when there were 5 years of channel, we didn't have to do it. I know we've had 14 people, but still, first of all, they were all obedient, and second of all, you get me. Like, that wasn't really that much of a mass event. And that was going to be a mass event. We're going to have our committee, and in the committee, we'll especially have the security guards. And the security guards will, ensure that everything is okay and stuff like that. We'll all ensure, we'll all make it sure. Alright, I guess right now of topics. Yeah, but especially on that Blocks Parliament meeting we'll discuss about our, I guess it will be how it was planned. Guess all the events that were planned were gonna take place. And basically we're gonna have like 2 events this month. If there's gonna be anniversary of SAR, then 3. And in October there's gonna be like 2 events. Probably. And in November most likely 4. But don't worry, like 3 of them are small, so only this one big event is, this mega event. In October also, small events, short events most importantly. And also this month I guess also kind of short events. Because on Saturday it's gonna take 2 hours. And those who don't come to the committee, it's gonna be 1.5 hour. Those who aren't in RSC, it's gonna be half an hour. And those who are not in Blocks Parliament, they don't have to come whatsoever. Basically, an event for, for those who are in the groups. But Sunday is gonna be a bit different because we're gonna start on 5:30 p.m. and end on 9 p.m. Although Congress of Radical Camp, that's for interested and members of Radical Camp. Then on 6 p.m., 6 years of Lenovo Party, that's for everyone. 6:30 p.m. Largo Embargo's birthday, that's also for everyone. Then Congress of RC for the RC members and those who are interested. And 8:30 p.m. for for the regular SEC members. So I guess also sure those who aren't in anything, that would be like 1.5 hour, but those who are in all stuff, that's gonna be fortunately or unfortunately 3.5 hours for them. But then that's gonna be a long break, because then on 11th October we're gonna have only 1 hour of event, because we're gonna have generalism spear. Well, sorry guys, but no. It's actually gonna be 1.5 hour, not 1 hour, because we also need Day of Unity, right? Day of Unity, basically. Yeah, but that's gonna be 1 hour for those who are not in Bloc's Parliament and 1.5 hours for those who are in Bloc's Parliament. Then I guess 1 hour on Alex's birthday. And once again, I guess 1 hour on Muho's birthday. Then once again, 1.5 hour on and per Cheese's birthday. But those who are not in work and tradition, that's 1 hour. And in 23rd November, that will be a mega event. As those who are in the International Gathering of Parliaments, that's gonna be a start on 2 p.m. and the rest will start on 3 p.m. And the end will be for those who are in 3rd October Brigade on 8:50 p.m. and those who are not in 3rd October Brigade on 8:20 p.m. So the shortest variant is 5 hours and 20 minutes and the longest variant is 6 hours and 50 minutes. Look, I'm sorry that the event is so long, but it's only one event like that. Only one. And these are my friends' big stuff. And also, I didn't make it that long. Free time is only 10 minutes. So it's not like, look, maybe it can end earlier if we get on earlier with everything. We could end earlier, but I don't guarantee it. Because most likely it's gonna be a mega event, and guys, how it is gonna be, right? Yeah. I guess I have nothing else to tell you. I guess right now we'll be doing a break until 2 p.m. Hello everyone, it's 1st September, 2 p.m. and I'm glad to be the host of today's news. And actually, I shouldn't show this because it's outdated, to put it simple. So, summarizing summer Thanksgiving. What happened on summer Thanksgiving yesterday? We've had football, parkour, salt competition, and bash the cash. And that was the only thing of yesterday, as we didn't have quorum or secretary deputy of Union of Robloxia, therefore weren't really able to do much. But there were 4 people for a while, but then it turned into 3. In football, Eddie and Cat XM and Cat Gamer team, which was earlier XM and Nuri, won 5-1 against Edison and Peter team, now previously Eddie and Cat Gamer. Then we've had parkour, in which Cat Gamer won and XM was second and Eddie last. In style competition, XM won, Cat Gamer was second and Eddie last. Actually, let's see. So who won? Actually, I told you, I think I bought the style competition. So, in Bash the Cash, Cat Gamer won with 49,000 lions, which is our record. Eddie walked away with 10,000, if I'm correct. I think it was 10,000. Yeah, it was 10,000. And XM walked away with 2,000 lions, but it doesn't matter anymore since he is no longer a citizen. Therefore, these 2,000 lions go to, I think it was 2,678 lions. This money goes to Edison. So Edison probably won 12,000 something lions. And Cat Gamer won in Summer Thanksgiving classification. Actually, I should mute. Okay. I don't care if that guy came or that guy's watching. I don't care. It's not like I'll talk with him anyway. It's not like he'll be there anyway, like, you know. So, Congress of RC is gonna happen on 7th September. 7:30 p.m. And earlier there's gonna be Conference of RC on Saturday on 6:30 p.m. So we're gonna discuss about a united currency on the Blocks Parliament meeting on 6 p.m. also Saturday. birthday committee is going to have its registration on 6th September. All of this is only an introduction meeting, so you could register also after that time. Largo Embargo's birthday will happen on 7th September. Actually, I don't think the whole Lenovo party will be closed, but I think some of it, some parts. Most of the map, I think. Largo Embargo's birthday will be hosted, I think, in Club Rebirth, but it could be hosted in the open areas of Lenovo Party, but probably not. Probably not. Now, other congresses. Let's talk about other congresses. So, I said already about the conference of RC. Now, Congress of Radical Camp on Sunday at 5:30 p.m. and regular stack meeting on 8:30 p.m. I think that's all I have to tell you for this news. In 6 minutes, more or less 6 minutes, we'll get to summer holiday program. It will be in first in Pizza Place, then in AWAS, then we'll finish in AWAS Suburbs. Then we're gonna have The Real History Never Again, which is gonna be about what happened recently, but also what has been happening 2 years ago. And that is something we don't want to, well, we have to remember about it, but we don't really want to. And these are the events which were very sad. And then we're gonna end our broadcast with President's message. Okay, welcome, guys. Welcome back. We're now having our last summer holiday program of these vacations, right? Yeah, they're having fun outside. Yeah, they're outside. But I'm a bit too big to be playing. Bro, now, no, YouTube, if it's, please don't take this down. Please don't take this down. Seriously, copyrighted music. People are seriously fucked up. Once again, I see this girl. What is she even doing in life? What is she even doing in life? She's just a no-lifer. All this time I have to see her. Mad a little pitchy. What's she doing? I'm sure she's that unemployed old girl. It's like my cousin is. Unemployed. 25-year-old. But she's finally going to university. She's, gonna be she's gonna be going to university. Finally doing something in life, right? Finally doing something. She didn't even do anything. It took her a few years to finally get to exams, right? Because she quit her education for a while. Then finally managed to pass these exams. And stuff. Yeah. Man, this gives 2000 lives. They didn't live in 2000s. I mean, I lived, but I was too young to even be there in the thingy. Right. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it was all nice in the summer. It was in the, north or east of Poland, quite close to Belarus and Lithuania. I also was in Lithuania. I wish I could go to Belarus, but my parents aren't gonna let me there. Because they are opposed. They are opposed to Israel and Ukraine, but also opposed to Belarus and Russia. Actually opposed to everyone, I suppose. Only in favor of, in favor of our country. I guess that's fair, but like I'd be like kind of friendly with Belarus and Russia, especially with Belarus. Maybe not with Russia, but at least with Belarus. Because Belarus isn't doing anything, and people have a problem with Belarus. Like, Belarus isn't even in the war. Come on, guys. No one, like, formally, there are no countries in war. There's no one on the Russian side apart from North Korea. Like, okay, there are countries that support Russia, but they don't participate in the conflict. Yeah, there are Belarusian paramilitary units in fighting in Ukraine, but these are both pro-Russian units and pro-Ukrainian units. Belarus formally isn't even participating in the war, so I don't understand this whole hatred towards Belarus. Like, Belarus isn't even doing. Elon and Tesla are stupid as hell, bro. Who would support that crap? Once again another guy. Once again another guy like that. Look, maybe I'm quite skeptical about Elon and Tesla. But look, I'm both anti-Republican and anti-Democratic. She thinks that she's talking. She thinks that that guy's talking about, I don't know. Yeah, like, I'm anti-Republican and anti-Democrat. I believe, the people should finally, mobilize themselves in the US and throw both of these parties out. Because Republicans suck, then they pick Democrats. Democrats suck, then they pick Republicans. And it's a loop. It's a loop. Simply, it's a loop. And once again, I guess I might just have to invite. Because it can't be like this that I'm letting myself be terrorized by a couple of people. Yeah, 0 likes and I'm already playing it for like 8 minutes. Why does it show 0 seconds? I don't know why it shows like so, but I guess it just shows like so. Yeah, but I've been there for like 8 minutes and got 0 likes. Soccer. It's football, first of all. Second of all, why would you do it in a basement? You could do it in a backyard. It's a lot better when it's in a backyard. A lot better when it's in the backyard. Let's see this. Actually, what's this? Bathroom, okay. Suppose the chairs must be fixed. I don't know. Bruh. It keeps going like so. Man, nobody's coming to my house. Nobody. And this the guy then the drum. He's AFK grinning. Like, y'all, where y'all even playing this game? I'll show you, And why you want to? Never mind. Like, why are people like even playing this game? Like, they should be in, I don't know. Like, seriously. Come on, guys. It's like afternoon. Monday afternoon. What are people doing here? And no, I'm not gonna let you snowball. Not gonna let you snowball me. Finally, 1 like after, it's been 10 minutes, guys. It's been 10 minutes. Gosh. Seriously. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes. I've been playing this for 10 minutes and still got only 1 like. Because nobody cares about this house. Nobody cares. Simply nobody cares. Nobody cares. Maybe it's ugly style, but for me it's not ugly style. It looks quite good. It looks quite good. Maybe inside it doesn't really look that good, but on the outside it looks good. Look. Because it's not flooded with MLG TVs and stuff like that. It's not flooded. Guys, it's not flooded. 1 like. And that is me. That's me, guys. I should be going to... Yeah, that's exactly why I want Roblox filter to be removed. Why is it 0? If I have this guy liked. Yeah, that's why I want the filter to be removed, because people bypass it anyway. People bypass it anyway. Like there's, yeah, I'm talking about that guy, by that house, by the way. That's why I want the filter to be removed, because it is useless. Fix it. Fix it. Why fix it? Fix it. Yeah, fix it. But that also depends how fix it, right? Work in progress, okay. Chateau place. Chateau, of course, chateau. I don't care that I'm spelling it bad. Chateau, of course, chateau. Uh-huh. Yeah. Don't shit yourself with this whole chateau. And I still don't have that girl liked. Please help me reach my next goal by clicking the like button. Thank you so much. Man, it's cringe as fuck. This house in general is cringe as fuck. No creativity, just, these chateau places. At least these boys know how to have fun. Or girls. One boy, one girl, I don't know. They're great people, to be fair. Chateau, chateau. Look at this guy. You know who it reminds me of? Yeah, that one guy. Looks more or less the same in real life. Except he has a lot shittier hair than this. Yeah, chateau, chateau, chateau place. Chateau. He's lost accounts because of that probably. Look, but it's their fault, right? It's their fault. You have to take consequences for your actions, simply. Consequences. Simply consequences. Yeah, and that's also that problem, right? I think, but I think there could be discussion about it. Interesting. Mom's played Roblox. Mom playing Roblox. Now 2 likes, so it's a bit better. But still, 2 likes in like 14 minutes of me playing. I'll go to you'll go to AWS suburbs for a while. I'll go to AWS suburbs for quite a bit of time. Then I'll be in Petertown. Well, guys, actually today's broadcast is kind of lenient. He's a dick. Begging me for 1 Robux. That guy seriously has a mom like this. Begging son for financial help. These are great people, to be fair, but yeah, one of them is the millionaire, but I'm probably sure that's the poorer millionaire. The poor millionaire, right? 1K a month. Huh? 1K a month. How does he even earn that? Come on, how does he even earn that? How does he even do that? I barely earn anything. And also, Roblox took down premium payouts now. Now, not even earn anything. I'll not even earn anything. I'll just check. What are these accounts? Although I admire the schlep sign. But to be fair, like 100% of Roblox supports schlep. It's not like someone doesn't support. No, I don't know any people that don't support the cause. Guys, come on, it's self-explanatory. Although, I was also kind of skeptical about the cause. I was kind of making, scenarios in which there could be like some arguments against the cause, but I'll be honest that actually I don't see any reason to be against the cause, and I don't see any people against the cause. If these are people against the cause, then these are these are Lisa Gaming Roblox ripoffs. That girl called Lisa Gaming Roblox. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know if this is a troll or this is genuinely an R word. If it's genuinely an R word, then I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, bro. Bro, what? Are they serious? Is that guy serious? Did she call her? Did that guy just call her mom, bro? No way. No way. No way. He called his mom, bro. She kept saying, "Can you earn from?" Come on. This is all funny. The most funny thing, the funny thing is it's alone funny. It's already funny that she even plays Roblox. But it turns out she was even doubting his business. Come on. Man. Man. She has she he has a literal a, he has literal expert as mom. Meanwhile, my mom is just an ordinary mom. But at least she's a smart mom. She supports Confederation. So she's a good mom. She doesn't support any of the socialist parties. She's a true fiscal conservative. Although I suppose she supports some state welfare. I don't know. But she's a lot better than, for example, my cousin. My cousin is a diehard communist. I remember being a diehard communist myself, although I think I was a nationalist, kind of. Like, to be fair, well, I don't remember, but I made a map in June 2022 in which Poland was like very, very big. And I was a communist basically back then. And I think I must have been an anti nationalist. I think I must have. Bro, what the fuck? Get out. Niet. 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 Bro, no. No, 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 no. No, no, bro. Hell nah. Hell nah. Hell nah. Online dater. Online dater. Man, I am talking to this girl. She looks like, you know, she clearly looks like, an online dater. And look, like, I met one girl. I thought she was going to be my friend. Like, that was my sole purpose, right? That was my only purpose. That was the only purpose, basically. Yeah. Yeah, I have a map. I have a map. Yeah, I have a map. Polish People's Republic, which is like big, all the way from Poland to Russia. It's like Soviet Union borders, but Poland included. They think that I was a communist at that time, and it turns out I actually wanted bigger borders for Poland than I want right now. Well, because most importantly, Russia isn't a country related to Poles. I believe that Poland should only get its eastern borderlands, as they say, because I think it's called like that, eastern borderland. Yes, hold up, eastern border. Yes, eastern borderlands. That's right. These are called eastern borderlands. Actually, it's called Crescent. It's only called Crescent. Although it is eastern borderlands, often simply borderlands. Yeah, yeah. So that's so right. Okay. Yeah, that's right. And I'll go to it was suburbs for a while. Man. I saw her avatar. This gives vibe of an online dater or an old ass girl. Seriously. Yeah, also they removed the kebab booth. They removed it. Y'all, they removed it for some reason. It's taken down, my friends. No more. It's not even on Google Maps. It's done. It doesn't exist. It's like as if it didn't even exist. But honestly, I feel like there must be some sort of a curse. There were three booths, and all of them were taken down. Seriously, all of them were taken down, to put it simply. All of them. Like, there was first booth in January 2021. It got taken down in like May. It got taken down in like May 2021. Then there was another booth opened in like August 2023 or so, or May 2023. I don't remember when exactly, but more or less on that time. and it got taken down in summer 2024 or so. Then we've had then we had this kebab booth opened in December of last year, and we just got it taken down. I remember there still was the thing. I think I don't remember when exactly, but it was there. Okay, guys, wait. I'll go for a while. Dobra. It's a bit brighter now. These girls are still there for some reason, but I also the I keep the window closed. So basically, to summarize, my trip was alright. It was great, I guess. Yeah. The problem is that my phone doesn't really charge. It only was 79% when I plugged it out and I took it down from the charger. It wasn't 100, it was 79%. I suppose something must have happened. I don't know. I don't remember now. Actually, yeah, something must have happened. Something must have happened. Yeah, I saw a few Orthodox churches. I saw a few stuff in general. It was alright and stuff. Yeah, it was alright, guys. Yeah, everything was great, to put it simple. And guys, this is our last summer holiday program. Students will still have University students still have 1 month of vacation left, but I don't have. Although there are some primary, middle, and high school students still that still have vacations for a while, for a week or two or so. I wish you, to all those who have still vacations, nice rest of vacations, and those who don't, I wish a fruitful school year, another school year passed, another exams passed, and stuff like that in general. Actually, I will not do the real history. No. I'll actually just do. I'm not in the mood to do the real history. I'll just do President's message and then end the broadcast. It's not like anyone is watching it anyway. Alright. President's message in 7 minutes. Dear people, citizens of the great Militarland, as well as all the people from Union of Bloxia, I'm glad to talk with you once again. I'm glad that we all are here once again. Another start of school year for all of us. Another experiences, another adventures, another goals. We're going back to the reality. Although for some of us, it is our last school year. And my message is especially given to those who end school this year, who will start soon, uni or work. I give one message to you. Most importantly, good luck, as you'll need it to pass the exams. And have fun, because these times might not return. Of course, many of you probably will not miss school, as school, we know how school really is. And we don't want to think about it, to put it simple. But remember that some of the things from school will not repeat in life. Although I wish you that your whole life is youthful, that your life in general consists of great moments. But remember that some stuff might not repeat in the future. Now, going to our DGM things. We're having one of the last months in 2025. This is going to be in general a great month for all of us, as we're going to have for sure these two events. 6 years of Lenovo Party, well, which will be hosted in Club Rebirth since Lenovo Party itself will be closed. But still there, and also we're gonna have I was talking about Sunday, now talk about Saturday, which is discussion on a unified currency of Union of Robloxia and Constitution and Law of Union of Robloxia. And this is gonna be really great, as we'll all together establish great 2 points which are really essential for all of us. And in general, this month I hope it will be fruitful, like all the months are. Some weren't really fruitful, but I'll be honest. September is one of the months in which we don't really do that much work related to DGM and Union of Robloxia, but still, I hope that it's going to be a really great month for you, as this is the last hot month, at least in Europe, at least in Poland. Because in October, it will be very cold. And in general, won't be fun. But maybe to some extent it will be fun, as we'll be preparing for a great birthday party. And I hope that this 2 months and a few days of preparations will let us have a glorious 18th birthday of President and Secretary General, which is me. Thank you. And my next message will be on 11th October. That's going to be day on occasion of Day of Unity. Although I don't know if it's going to be 11th October or 12th October or even 10th. Doesn't matter because right now Fridays are a lot lighter as I finish on like 12th, as I'll be home on like 1:25 p.m. I could even be earlier if circumstances allow it. We'll see, actually. We will see. But guys, also wish me luck for tomorrow. As yeah, we'll have 2 PEs tomorrow. 2 PEs tomorrow. And math in the morning. A new religion teacher. Already at the first lesson. At the first day. Alright, that's it. Guys, for today now. Program for 6th September. Okay. I'll probably not read it chronologically, but still. 4:10 p.m. program, and that's BDV. 4:15 p.m. Secretary General's message. 4:30 p.m. journal. 4:45 p.m. journal in Polish. 5 p.m. alternative. 5:30 p.m. party's doctrine origins. Then UBC 6 p.m. blocks parliament meeting. 6:30 p.m. conference of IRC. 7:30 p.m. registration of birthday committee. 8 p.m. blogs bulletin, and 8:15 p.m. end of broadcast. And that's all for today. See you on Saturday, and once again wish me luck. Goodbye.